Hey there, I'm Richard Eisenbeis for GameZone.com, and welcome to Big in Japan. Well, we're coming to the end of 2010, so I figure it's the time for the obligatory Best Games of the Year show. So let's lay down the rules. 1. As this is a show all about Japanese games, only Japanese games are included on this list. 2. Games seen here were released in Japan or America between December 2009 and November 2010. So that means no Third Birthday, Ni no Kuni, or Monster Hunter 3rd. They'll have to wait and try next year. And 3. All games listed here were played to completion by me. Doesn't matter how good a game may be, Hearsay does not get it on this list. So, now that that's out of the way, let's take a look at the top 5 Japanese games of 2010. Take it away, Dave!
Number 5. Final Fantasy 13.
Lost in all the grief it got for its linearity and lack of towns, most people forget one major thing about Final Fantasy 13. It's a great game. With a plot traversing a truly alien world and a battle system that requires more strategy than most JRPGs, it's a welcome step forward for JRPGs in general. Unlike previous Final Fantasies, 13 is a character-driven narrative instead of a plot-driven one, and thus presents some of the most dynamic characters of any game this generation. Its only weakness is the scarcity of side quests to pad out the endgame, but with 50 hours in the main story, you still get plenty of bang for your buck. So if you like epic stories, deep characters, and one of the most beautiful games around, be sure to pick up Final Fantasy 13.
Number 4. Bayonetta.
From the creator of Devil May Cry comes the most hypersexualized action game on the market today. Everything in the game is over the top, especially when it relates to the titular character. The camera seems to enjoy showing her off in the most provocative ways possible, and Bayonetta herself speaks her lines with a sultry voice, her words laced with sexual innuendo, yet completely self-aware of how crazy she sounds. Add to that the utterly fantastic combat, and anyone can see why Bayonetta is a joy to play. The only downside is that the PS3 version is just a bad port from the 360. But don't let that turn you off. A screen tear here or there is no reason to pass on this game.
Number 3. Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep.
Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep is not only the best of the portable Kingdom Hearts titles, but arguably the best of the entire series. Its creative 3-character viewpoint and collection of never-before-seen Disney worlds gives it an endearing quality not seen since the first game. And enough cannot be said about its battle system. It's fluid, it's flashy, it's fantastic, and boy is it just fun to play. A year ago, Subpar was about the nicest thing you could call the Kingdom Hearts spin-offs, but thanks to Birth by Sleep, we can at least claim they have a spotty record overall.
Number 2. Metal Gear Solid Peacewalker.
While there have been several Metal Gear titles and spin-offs on the PSP in the past, Peacewalker is the first to live up to the standards set by its numbered brothers. The redesigned controls are able to get past the PSP's lack of a second analog stick, and the graphics, be they in-game or comic cutscenes, bring the blockbuster feeling, despite the limits of the system. The story, while not the pinnacle of the series, is in no way lacking when it comes to emotional moments, well-written dialogue, and an expertly tailored sense of urgency. But the star of Peacewalker is its new emphasis on co-op gameplay, which brings a whole new layer to the Metal Gear formula and is a must-have feature in any future games.
Number 1. Ghost Trick.
Of all the Japanese titles released this year, Ghost Trick, by the makers of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, rises to the top due to its uniqueness in gameplay, story, and overall concept. The game is a sci-fi drama murder mystery with supernatural elements, time travel, and most importantly, a good sense of humor. Using these elements, you create some of the most unique puzzle situations imaginable in a world where game puzzles usually involve little more than pulling a switch. Even its visual style is unlike anything seen before in games, and the story is so full of plot twists, it'll keep you guessing right till the end. So, here's to you, Ghost Trick, the best Japanese game of 2010.